are these new contour leggings going to hold up to the OG Amplifys or the Amplifys in general, or are they just kind of like coulda, shoulda, woulda? Hey guys, it's Bunnies and welcome back to another video. So excited about making this video for you guys. I already recorded like a 20-minute video that I was like, not good enough. I have to re-record and make it better. So welcome to the Alphalete Terra launch collection review, try-on haul, everything you need to know. Alphalete announced that they were having a new launch September 30th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now this launch that Alphalete's doing is a pretty big, humongous, gargantuan, ginormous deal. They announced a whole new Amplify legging. Now there is more to this launch. There's a lot coming out this launch, but I think we all know what the headliner is going to be. When Alphalete drops an Amplify, that's all anybody cares about. Respectfully, Alphalete, we all love you, but like, hello, Amplifys. Okay, like, who's not excited for Amplifys? So Alphalete announced the V2 Contour Amplify legging. I'm pretty sure they're just going with Contour Amplify legging now, not V2. Now, if there's anything in this video that you are like, oh my god, I love, I absolutely need, I do have a code with Alphalete to save you guys 10% off your entire order, which is just code BUNNY. You use it at checkout, BUNNY. It'll save you guys your 10% off, and it helps me to keep doing videos like these for you guys in the future. Thank you guys so much for anybody who does use my code. I absolutely appreciate you guys genuinely more than you know. I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much for supporting my videos. I do have a giveaway running because I did get an extra sports bra. I got an extra Amplify Contour sports bra in the color white in a size small. So if you would like to win a small new contour sports bra in the color white, please comment Bunny Family or Bunny Fam in the comments down below, and I will be choosing somebody very soon, probably like in the next day or so, and I will be posting it on like the activity feed. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. That way you know if you won or not, or if whoever wins. Having said that, let's get right on into the overhaul of everything coming out for this launch. So we have new Amplify Contour leggings and shorts and sports bras. 3 new Amplify Contour products that are all coming out. There's 7 colors in total. So first, let's talk about the Amplify Contour legging. Now, I wanted to get all 7 colors for you guys. However, I was really nervous about the clay color, so I only got 6 of the legging colors. I did get clay, which is the 7th color, in the shorts, so you guys will still be able to see how that color looks on my skin tone. So if you are similar, you will be able to see all of the Amplify colors on my skin tone. So if it's similar to yours, you can kind of compare and see what you like or what you don't like. Here are all of the Amplify leggings. I have an empty hanger right here because I'm wearing one of them. I'm gonna go over all the colors with you guys. Now, before we get into the color comparisons, let me just go ahead and tell you the details of the new contour leggings and kind of what they have to offer. So they do have the famous 3-tier waistband. They still have the same back that the old Amplifys have always had, the infamous scrunch. They do have the shortened gusset as the last launch did. There's still a seamless knitted fabric. However, I did notice that the material is quite significantly thinner to me and definitely very stretchy. I just hit my shelf. These do feel stretchier and thinner than the past Amplifys, I will say that. Now, something that is new about these is they do have this kind of waffling design, as I've been hearing Bailey say a lot. Waffling design. I never really looked at it as like a waffling design, but now that she said it, I can never not see the waffle, you know. But they do have this waffling design, and one thing that you will notice is if you ever picked up the Halo leggings and the Arrow leggings, these are kind of a cross to me between the Arrow, the Halo, and the Amplify. Now let me tell you why. So the Halo leggings kind of have this similar design, and then the Arrow leggings, if you ever got them, they kind of did this whole little like right in the calf area, they kind of used to do this weird, like, they weren't straight, they did this like weird turd, and these do it too. If you can see, they're not like straight down, they have like a little curve, so it kind of reminds me of the Arrow there. Now the contouring on these are going to be a lot easier to see on the lighter colors. However, I will still show you because we have some natural lighting coming in. So there is contouring coming from like the front hip part to underneath the glute and down all the way to your calf. Now, to me, I feel like the contouring and even the waffling, because these are so stretchy, you don't really feel the contour or the waffling design at all. And as always, these don't have a front seam, so that's always great to know. Now, I would say with these are very true to size. I did get a size small and an extra small, and I tested them both out. Right now, I am on my period, so I'm a bit bloated, and I was a little bit concerned wearing the extra smalls that it was maybe going to be a bit too snug or they weren't gonna fit me right, but honestly I didn't notice any issue at all. So I would say that like I would stick with my true to size. I do have a size small on at the moment, and I will say that I've noticed with just the small there is a little bit of like looseness behind this part, like behind my knee. It does feel a bit like loose, like I can feel the extra material that's just kind of like gathering there. And also on the waistband, I have noticed that the waistband kind of sits there versus really doing much for me and like on the small. However, one good thing about the small for me, I will say, is I do like the way it looks rolled. So I am going to be rolling my smalls, which I never do, but rolling the smalls look really good. So if you end up sizing up and you don't really feel like they're giving you that snatchness that you'd like, rolling them down looks really good. But again, I would stick with my true to size. Now on the lighter colors, maybe sizing up if you're in between sizes and you're pushing your size. I did size up in the color porcelain because it's very light. The first color I'm going to be showing you guys in the leggings is the color pewter. I actually wore these yesterday for the workout portion of the video. Now this just looks like a normal gray kind of, but I will tell you what, I actually had a little bit of an issue trying to match this with my other gray Amplify shirts, or just in general. I felt like when I put any other gray up to it, it just didn't look quite right because it's almost like a brown type of gray. So let's put the V2s to the test. I'm gonna do some yoga and then a workout and see how I feel in them. Right now I'm wearing the V2s in the color pewter and an extra small, and I am on my period. So we're gonna see how these feel when I'm working out, being a bit bloated and a bit bigger than I would typically be. Let's start off first with some yoga. I am also wearing the new sports bra that's dropping. However, I am a little bit uncomfortable to wear it just as it is because it is quite a bit low and a bit exposing, but I am gonna put it to the test with my yoga as well and see if I have any like slips or when I'm doing yoga, because there's a lot of downward dogs and stuff like that happening. Doing yoga in. I was actually very pleasantly surprised. They were very stretchy. I was super comfortable. I only had one slight like possible issue or like scare, I guess, with the scrunch. When I was doing like downward dog, only one time in this 20-minute session, I felt a little bit like, am I pushing these leggings to their limit? Because the scrunch felt like it was a little like, ooh, you know? But I did have them hiked up really, really high. I'm actually really impressed with these. Now the sports bra, you can definitely do yoga in a sports bra, but I wouldn't do it in only the sports bra, because especially if you're bustier, because there was a couple times I definitely had to adjust myself. Now, if you don't want to adjust yourself at all, like you just want to put a sports bra on and never have to worry about adjusting yourself, you will not like the sports bra, because I definitely had to adjust it quite a bit during yoga. There was times where I was like, oh my gosh, am I like out? I might have to blur. I may have had to blur the camera a bit depending on, because I could definitely tell that like half of my boob came out when I was like leaning over and, you know, all that stuff. So for me, this isn't really a sports bra I would probably like gravitate to do yoga in. However, if you have a sweater or a shirt on over it, it's not really a big deal for me. Sports bra is definitely stretchy. However, it is very, very low cut. And if you are bustier, you do have bigger boobs, that can definitely be, I would say, like an issue for you. This this sports bra is like very low support. Now let's do our workout and see how this holds up. With this sports bra on, you guys. Workout is done. It was a very light workout, however it was still hurtful on the girls' ovaries. So real quick, don't ever do Supermans on your period, because that will have you contemplating whether or not anything is worth it anymore. Anyways, how everything held up during the workout. I know, again, it wasn't a super intense workout. We weren't at the gym or anything like that. It was just a little home workout that I did. However, it did, as you guys see, have a lot of different variations with your upper body and lower body. So I got to really test out the leggings and the sports bra kind of all in one. And the leggings, I thought held up really great, to be honest. With the workout, I didn't feel even really any tugging. Even during my sumo squats, excuse me, I didn't really feel any like ultra stretching on like where the scrunch is or anything like that. These were just very comfortable, very stretchy. So they definitely passed the workout test. Okay, you love to see it. Now the sports bra, kind of similar deal with the yoga, honestly. I just feel like for the girls who have bigger boobs, I keep saying this, but the girls who are bigger chested, I just feel like if you go out with just the sports bra on and you do even like just upper body, I just feel like eventually it's just gonna kind of keep spilling out more and more. And I think that the sports bra would be great for like a very chill workout or a non-high intensity workout. If you had something covering it up like this or a shirt, then I wouldn't honestly ever even worry about whether or not I was spilling out of it. But if you're going and you're just trying to be like a sports bra girly at the gym, for me it's just not doing the job in regards to like how I feel comfortable. I feel like if I was in the gym working out, even doing like back or something like that, I would still constantly be like, am I good? I would have to be checking myself a lot. So I just don't really love the sports bra for workouts by itself. Next, we have my favorite color in all, which is cashmere. I am in love with this cashmere color. I think it's so beautiful. It's like the perfect chocolatey brown. Okay, so I feel like everybody wears the Amplifys a little bit differently, but I'm gonna show you guys how I wear and like adjust these in all my Amplifys in general. So what I do is I work the material. Since I'm short, I usually have a lot of material left over from like my ankles. So I just pull it kind of all the way up. And so I get all this like bunching here. And then I take from the side and I kind of just like go up at like an angle and pull the material into the separation, okay? So basically just work the extra material up, then you'll have all this bunching, and don't pull it straight up, pull it at an angle. So like you want the material to go in, so you want to pull it inwards and at like an upward angle, but just be like gentle. You don't have to be hecka hard. And that's kind of how you get that really separated look. And that scrunch is scrunching. And then this is what the cashmere looks like with the sand color combo. I do think this color combo is very cute together, if that's a combo you're interested in, or if you're like trying to figure out a combo that will look good in this collection. Sand and cashmere I think is really nice together. And then my belly button's all the way down here, so there is a lot. I have a lot of coverage up here. These are very high-waisted for me. I'm only 5 foot though, so I'm very short. But yeah, I think the cashmere color is my favorite color in this launch, to be honest with you. I just feel like it's a color that I can wear and like no matter what, it'll just look good, you know? I am getting a little bit of like sheen here, like a little bit of shininess. Yeah, there is a little shine going on. And then I have the color Mocha, Cashmere versus Mocha. This is like a really light, cool, grayish brown kind of color. There is marling to this color as well. I think there's actually marling to all of the leggings, if I'm not mistaken, but there is marling to this color as well. Now this color, you can see the contouring really good. Oh, thank you. Now this one, you can see the contouring a bit better, and same with the waffling design, you can kind of see that a bit better. Now this color I haven't tried on, so I'm gonna give you guys my first reaction of this color. All the colors except pewter and black I haven't tried on, so you guys are gonna get my first reactions on these colors on me. Right now I have on the extra small, and as you can see, the waistband on these ones are significantly tighter to the small waistband. Like if I were to roll it, I could roll it, but you could definitely see that there's a little bit of, you know, a little bit of fluff coming around the tighter portion. So this is why I always say, like, I don't roll my extra smalls. I don't really roll the waistbands that are like compressing to me, because they just end up feeling way too tight. Now the waistband for true to size, I would say, is really nice. It gives some good tummy control. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say like it's to a point where I couldn't wear these for a pretty long period of time. I definitely think I could wear these all day and I would be fine. Now I think if you sized down, you would be in trouble. I think if you size down, not only would they be sheer, but I think just in general, the waistband would be so tight and digging in. So I do not recommend sizing down at all. I would just say these are like perfect true to size. I really like this new design. I really hope they keep it, to be honest. I think it would be nice for them to keep these and just the OG or like original design of the just plain Amplifys. So if you want a bit more of like a contoured or like detailed look, you could grab these, and if you wanted more of a plain look, just grab the original sleek design. I did pair it with the white, which I think looks good. I just don't really like how this sports bra comes across on the video. I'm just personally a bit uncomfortable with how much like cleavage it shows. I don't really like that. So anyways, it does look really good with white. So if you were thinking about pairing it with white, definitely a good choice. But yeah. Then we have the color Sand. Now this color to me looks so similar to Mocha. Like they look different in camera, but I feel like in person, they don't look that different. Now Sand is a more brown, warm tone color, and Mocha is a more cool tone color, I would say. Okay, now I have on the Sand color leggings. Now it's just natural light because this is such a light color. You can really see the contouring of everything. And I will say that I feel like these are going to be not fully squat proof because they are a lighter color. Now I do get a little bit of extra material in this area. That is because I'm short and I really gather the material to like pull in there, you know, get that real glute separation. But this is what the color looks like in the sports bra and the legging together. I do love this combo together. Then I have the porcelain color. Now this color I was a bit nervous about because it is very light, so I don't know if it's going to look strange on my skin tone and almost like a pinky color on my skin tone, which I'm a bit nervous about. But last time I didn't get the color Linen because I thought it was too light, and you guys said that you had wanted me to get the color Linen. So I got these, even though I thought they might be a bit too light. I still got them so I could try them for you guys, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll look amazing on me. I was gonna say phenomenal and amazing, and I said anyways. Maybe they'll look amazing. I hope they look good. You can really see the contouring here and even the waffling design here. These are a size small. So like I told you guys, I like the way it looks, just kind of rolled up a little bit. Nothing crazy. And you can see right there, I just feel like rolling up, if you have a size that you end up sizing up in, if you size up and you're like, the waist is a little bit too big, then rolling them down I think is just a really good option for you. But yeah, these actually, I really like the way they look in camera. Okay, so here they are with the overhead light on, and I actually really like this color, like a lot, way more than I thought I was going to. I do think this color will look good if you are on like a darker complexion, a tanner complexion. I think this will still look good on you. I thought it wouldn't look good on me because I was a bit tanner or a bit darker, but I do think it looks cute. And then here's what the legging looks like as a whole with the calves. I really want to show you guys the way the calves look and like this contour that goes down the hamstring and then the waffling that goes onto the calf. The very end of the legging is like loose right here. I don't know if you guys see that. There's like a weird kind of like little lip it does out, which if I were wearing ankle socks, I would not like that. It's like really weird that it does that. But if you wear socks that are like low socks or ankle socks, that is one thing if you size up that you might have an issue with. Maybe I just have really bony ankles, I don't know. And then last but not least, for the colors that I have black, which I am wearing. Now the black, I did get a size small in instead of an extra small. I did roll my waistband. The black, I will say, if you have animals, like hairy, light colored animals, I feel like animal hair will definitely stick to these because I don't have animals anymore, but I don't know if the camera picks this up, but the amount of just like white little lints everywhere on these leggings is insane. Like these are almost like a lint grabber to me, but I do still like them. However, that is just something that I want to preface because I know a lot of people have animals and a lot of people have cats or just like dogs that shed a lot, like labs and stuff like that. So if that's a potential issue for you, I would probably steer away from the black, even though I do love it. Now the only color I'm missing to show you guys in the leggings is the clay color, which I do have up there in the shorts, which I will show you in just a second. However, before we get into me showing you guys all that, I do want to show you guys one thing about these leggings that threw me off yesterday when I took off my leggings, is that on the inside, they look a bit scary, and you're gonna see why. So when I took them off yesterday, I about had a heart attack because this is what they look like unworn on the inside, which looks pretty normal, like what I would have thought. But let me show you the ones that I wore yesterday after like wearing them. The inside looked like they had been to war. Like I was like, oh my gosh, did I ruin these leggings? But they're not ruined. They didn't get ruined or anything. It's just, you know, expect if you take them off, they might look a little crazy like that. I think that's just normal. It's just a part of the design. But that is one thing that kind of shocked me. I was like, oh my God. And then I came in and I looked at all my leggings and they were all the same. So that is just how they look on the inside. So don't be too startled if you see that. Now, one more thing before we move on to the new Amplify Contour shorts that I just want to tell you guys is I have seen a couple people talk about the thinness of the leggings with nails and puncturing them. And your girl has had her fair share of Amplifys ruined by long nails. I have probably ruined about 5 pairs. Sorry, my camera died. But like I was saying, is my nails are very round and very short. They're not sharp at all. There's no type of like edges. As you can see, the sides of them are like very rounded. So I haven't had an issue with my nails puncturing these leggings. However, my rings have definitely snagged on maybe the waffling a little bit. My rings have caught. So if you have rings similar to mine, kind of be careful of the rings. And also if you have long nails, that is just something that I wanted to include in the video, even though it's not my own personal experience, is just always be careful with long nails and Amplifys. Apparently these are even more sensitive than the Amplifys. Okay, sorry, I just got done eating. I had Subway. Anyways, if I have any like chip crumbles on my mouth, I am so sorry. So shifting the topic from the Amplify Contour leggings, let's shift it to the Amplify Contour shorts in the 5-inch inseam. So these are a bit shorter. Now these, just like the leggings, come in the 7 different colors. I got the black the cashmere and the clay color. I told you guys I did not love the clay color when I seen the picture of it, and I like it a lot more in person, like a really saturated caramel color, if that makes sense. Now, I wasn't sure if this was gonna look good on me. I was a bit nervous that this was going to look really orangey on my skin tone or almost look just like my skin tone, and it's gonna look like I'm not wearing any leggings, and I don't really like the way that looks. Because in my head, I was like, even if I don't love this color, I would be more likely to wear a color that I'm not in love with in a short variation, because it's less of the color to look at versus in a legging variation, because it's just so much of that color, if that makes sense. So they still have the 3-tier waistband, just like the Amplify Contour leggings. However, they don't have the like waffling design. It does have like a little contour panel though, which is very subtle. It's like woven in. I actually really love this detailing. They did this detailing on the crop tops they put out a couple launches ago. I did a review on it, but this reminds me of that, and I actually really loved that detailing. I think this detailing would have even been really pretty on the leggings. So the leggings do not have this particular detailing on them. And also, as you can see, the inside of the detailing looks a lot different than the waffling does as well. It's not as like kind of crazy looking on the inside. They do still have the booty scrunch, and they do still have no front seam, thank goodness. However, they do have the little like booty contour. Okay, now you can kind of see how long the shorts are on me if I don't hike them up at all. Again, I did size up, remember, to a small instead of an extra small. So they are a pretty good length on me. They're not too short. As you can see, like my butt cheek is like here. So I have a good amount of like room between my butt cheek and the end of the short, which is exactly what I was going for when I got these. I did not want them to be too short, or at least wanted the option to be able to hike them up if I want. Now, let's see if they move at all by themselves if I'm doing like some squats. Now, if I don't touch them, I can tell you that the scrunch is not like where it would typically be with like the leggings, you know? So let's just see if I like do random stuff. Do the rolls roll up? Do the shorts roll up? There is some slight lifting, but honestly nothing too crazy. Oh, I would say that for the most part, if you don't roll them up, the shorts stay pretty well for me. I don't really have a problem with them rolling up. But if you were to hike them and kind of make them a bit more booty-licious, you know, like how you would do with your Amplify leggings, if I'm to kind of make them like my Amplifys, this is how short they would get, with the whole like moving the scrunch in the, you know, in the middle and everything. But if I were to do that and then start doing like squats and stuff, will the shorts roll? We're gonna find out. I'm only gonna do a couple, but for the most part, they may have rolled a slight bit or like came up a slight bit, like right in this area. I have some extra material, but nothing too crazy for me with the shorts moving and like rolling up. I definitely don't have an issue of them like rolling. They might move up a bit though. And to be honest, even when they are pulled up like Amplifys are, they still cover my butt, which is what I was hoping for. So I actually really like these shorts when I sized up to a small instead of an extra small. Now I don't have any extra small to compare them to, so I'm not too sure how I would have liked the extra smalls. But if you want the shorts and you want a little bit more coverage, I would personally size up in the shorts. Now I wouldn't size up in the leggings necessarily, but if you want a bit more length, I would say definitely sizing up in the shorts. Can't go wrong. If I had these as leggings, I feel like they would almost look like I wasn't wearing anything. So I don't really like that, but I do like this color in the shorts. Here's what the cashmere look like in the short. I do have these shorts in the size small, and these fit more like the clay do for sure. as opposed to the black. So the clay and the cashmere fit the same, and the black is the one that fits a little bit tighter than both of them. So this is without me hiking them up or like trying to feed any of the fabric into the glute area. So if I was to try and like feed and scrunch up a little bit, looks so weird to do it on camera, but I guess this is kind of how it would look afterward, being a little bit shorter. But then you'd have a bit more of that glute separation if that's what you're looking for. I feel like the colors in this collection, excuse me, are very similar to that of like the chai, the mocha, the willow, the oak colors, but they're just different. But they're very similar, if that makes sense. Here are the black, and these actually feel smaller and a bit more compressive in the waistband and just tighter overall than the clay color did, which I thought was pretty interesting. Now, I don't think they're much shorter. They might be a tad bit shorter, to be honest, but they definitely feel tighter in the waistband for sure. The black is kind of hard to see any of the detailing in though, to be honest with you. Even like this front little detailing, I feel like is very hard to see and really notice. So if you have the black and Amplify shorts, excuse me, then I would honestly not say these are worth getting, because in the black you just can't really tell on the shorts like a huge change. Now we have the Amplify Contour bra. I'm actually wearing one in white, and now the sports bra, unlike the shorts and the leggings, are coming in 8 different colors. So all of the colors that you've seen already, but also the white as well. The one that I have is in the color sand. I felt like sand was the most mix and match friendly out of all of them, other than the white one. So Alphalete has done an Amplify sports bra before. I don't know if you guys remember, there used to be like a little scrunch in between right here, but this one is very, very different. Now the whole thing is seamless, which is awesome. It does have a scoop neckline, which is a bit more plunging in my opinion than their normal neckline scoops. They do have a really cute back cutout. I do really love the way the back looks. And then they do have some contouring. Instead of doing that like basically like scrunch like they do the butt here, they just do the little contouring ribbing, which I think is really cute. It's very subtle, but it's still really nice. And it does come with removable cup pads. As they say, it's low to medium support. And I would say if you are anything above a B cup, it is a low support. If you are anything above a C cup, it is very low support. Now, I do still like the sports bra. Again, I am wearing it. I would wear it more so as like a under a shirt kind of sports bra. Now, a lot of people, I am one of them, like to wear their sports bras like this, and then when they get hot at the gym, they take off the sweater and then they're just in a sports bra at the gym. I personally like to do that as well. Now, if you have a bigger cup size or a bigger bust, I would definitely say working out like that, in my opinion, is very risky. It's definitely, because the neckline is so plunging, it is very revealing, but also there's definitely a lot of movage and potential spillage. And a couple like, you know, little slips that might happen depending on what activity you're doing. So when I was doing yoga, I did notice that the spillage was real. Okay, I didn't completely slip out of the sports bra, but I did notice at one point that like I was out there. Like if anybody was looking, they were gonna be like, ma'am, you're it's showing a little bit. You know, if you have a smaller chest, it's not going to be as plunging for you, and you're not going to really know what I'm talking about as much because it'll look perfect on you. I don't really feel like the sports bra was designed with bigger chested girlies in mind. I feel like this was more so like for smaller chested girls, which is totally fine. Now, I would have absolutely loved this sports bra if it would have come up just about an inch higher right here. And I'm kind of going a bit more into my review versus just the first look of everything into the sports bra, just because Alphalete does say it's low to medium, and I just want to be totally honest with you guys and say it's not. To me, it's nowhere near medium. Okay, so first we're going to be trying out the white sports bra with the black leggings, and as you guys can see with the sports bra, it is very low cut. If you, like I said, have a bigger chest, it's definitely a lower cut sports bra. Now, I'm not crazy about the white color with the cut pads. I feel like the cut pads are so obvious because it just almost feels like they don't really fit properly with the design. Again, the back is very pretty. I love the way the back looks. This like open detail I think is really pretty. Now the material that they chose to do the sports bra straps out of are very, very comfortable. They're super, super stretchy. If I would have gotten a small, I do think it would have been too big in like this area for me because I'm only a 32 around here, so I'm still more petite around here. I don't have any real side boobage here, so if that's something that you're concerned about, I really don't notice any side boobs, so that's really good. However, I just wish the sports bra was like an inch higher so that I was more comfortable in it. Okay, now I have on the contour bra in the color Sand, and I like the color a lot. Again, I just don't like really how the bra, like, I just feel like I'm super out there. I don't know, maybe I'm just being dramatic and maybe you guys are gonna be like, Ray, it's really not that serious, but I just feel like I'm like super like out there. Now shifting over to joggers, Alphalete is launching, that was anticlimactic. Alphalete is launching 2 new variations of joggers. I did only get 1 variation just because I wanted to try them for you guys, and I liked this variation of the graphic more than the other. But the first one that they are coming out with hello, is the U Earth Dye graphic jogger, which is the ones that I'm holding up. And this is coming out in 5 different colors. I did get 2. Now this is a unisex jogger. I thought it was a women's jogger originally, so I got it in a size up because I wanted it to be oversized, but I don't think I had to do that at all because it's already like oversized. I can just tell the way it looks. These joggers are a bit longer than the previous joggers that they put out. They do have a 31-inch inseam, so if you are a taller person, they are definitely going to give you that coverage. Again, that's not something I've personally ever struggled with because I'm so short. I usually have the opposite struggle. They do have the elastic at the very bottom so that they're like nice and not tight around your ankles, but you know, they're not gonna fall down in like a puddle or anything like that. And they do have a drawstring cord. However, the drawstring cord they did this way versus their rubber or metal tips, you know. Now these do have a brushed fleece on the inside. However, these are extremely thin. If you run hot and you like just a light sweatpant cover up, I feel like these will be nice for you. I don't know if you remember the tie-dye joggers that Alphalete came out with like last year, 2 years ago, a couple years ago. I'm really bad with time, but those ones were the perfect like mixture of really fuzzy and fleecy on the inside and also like really thick and just cozy. I still have those to this day and I love them so much. These ones are definitely like a lighter, more, again, just a more thin feel. That's the graphics, I'm so sorry. They have really nice graphics. I love the graphics. I told my stream, it's like the 3 major graphics that they put on everything, they like, you know what, I don't know which one I want, put them all 3 there, and it just looks good to me. I love the way it looks. It does say Alphalete in the back, which I really like that they put this here. I don't know if you guys remember the Very Terry joggers, but I really like the Very Terry joggers. However, they put something similar to this, but it was on the inside with the sizing, and it was stitched in, and the edges itch and like irritate my back every time I wear them. That like itchiness just drives me nuts. So I'm glad that there's nothing inside. Now these are in the color silver. It is like a almost, in real life it's like a creamy, like a really creamy off-white kind of color. There's a middle part in the crotch that's like sticking up and I feel it in like on my butt. It's really weird, but these ones, I don't know if these ones look as bad as the other ones. These ones actually feel a lot softer on the inside, the silver does, than the brown, for sure. Now this is what the sand sports bra would look like with the silver, and I actually think it looks really good together, to be honest with you guys. I think if you had this color, you could definitely get this color in the joggers and wear them together and it would look good. I mean, I'm wearing like a beige tan sweater and it still looks good with this color, so definitely think this color is a really good color you could go with, and it would almost match like anything. The inside is actually a bit softer than I thought it was going to be. It's not super fluffy and super soft, but it still is soft. I feel like the silver color runs a little bit smaller for me. than the brown. Then I also got the color Mudstone, which is this like beautiful brown color. This just looks like a couple shades lighter than this one to me in person. So the graphics on both of these are different colors as well, which I do like. So the graphics on the silver is literally in silver, and the graphic on the brown, the mud brown, is like actually brown. So I love the way that it kind of is cohesive with the color that they chose. I feel like these are going to be, if you wear your leggings underneath these are going to get shed on them. So that is just one thing to consider depending on how you are thinking about styling these. Okay, now here are the joggers. This is the brown color with the sand sports bra. I really like the way these two colors look together. I think they are super like complementary, and I think they look really good together. However, again, I'm just not a crazy fan of this sports bra, especially being like all up in the camera, because usually I have to lean forward into the camera, and I'm just not trying to have, you know, so we're gonna have to, you still get the look of it. You get to see kind of how the colors go together, but you know. So anyways, this is a size small, and I will tell you, these are definitely oversized. You really don't need to size up in them. You can definitely get your true to size and they'll still be big and baggy, I think. I didn't realize these were unisex, and I got them sized up because I thought they were women's. So if I do roll them, you get a little cheeky action here, which I do like, but I won't really wear them rolled up like that, to be honest. I'll definitely wear them like this. I'll keep them a bit higher waisted, but I do need them to be a bit tighter on the waist because they're a little bit too loose. Are these not gonna be able to, these won't cinch in. That's a little bit of an issue, I think. I'm trying to like, oh, there we go. Okay, so that's how you're gonna have to cinch them in, is by the base part, not the actual little like knot part kind of thing, you know? And then you can just tuck them if you want. So this is how they look tucked in, loose and oversized, and definitely big. I don't know if I love these, to be honest. There's like this extra material here, which makes sense for a guy, but it looks a little bit weird on me. If you see, it's kind of like puffy right in here, but I don't really need that kind of puffiness. So I do think it looks cute from the back though. I'm gonna turn off the light, and there we go. You can kind of really see, it's almost like I have a bulge, but I don't. But yeah, I think that's because I got it small instead of an extra small. How about the other jog that they're coming out with now? I didn't get any of these ones, but they look like they're the exact same thing as the joggers I just showed you, but they just don't have any design on the front from what I can really tell. But they're called the Earth Dye Natural Jogger. Now they do come in 4 colors instead of the 5, and the colors are quite a bit different than the graphic joggers. Now these come in the color Cloud White, Ochre, which kind of remind me of kind of the clay, but maybe like a little less bright of a color, like saturated of color, and then the color Iron, which is like a charcoaly gray look, and then the color Black Solid. I just realized I was saying You Earth Dye graphic jogger. For it's not called You, it's just You for unisex. Graphic joggers. Sorry, Alphalete. Now, Alphalete's also launching 3 new unisex graphic tees. I did snag one. This is coming out in 3 different colors. I did get it in the color beige. Now, the beige I feel like matches perfectly with the color clay, which is why I grabbed the beige color. Cryptic tee, it does say Alphalete and this like kind of cryptic font. And then in the back, it says Alphalete a whole bunch of times, and just that cryptic kind of font, like blocking, which I like it, but it's not my favorite pump cover ever. Like the design, I'm not like absolutely obsessed with it. Now, this is an oversized fit. It is unisex, so depending on what you are looking for out of your shirt, it can be true to size or you can size up. I always personally size up in my pump covers. I get like a medium or a large just because I like my covers to be able to cover my shorts. But if you have a long torso, this is a pretty dope shirt for you because there is some pretty good hang time. So if you are like one of those people that struggle with like your back showing, whether you're a guy or a girl, the hang time on this does do like a little dip back there. So I think that's really nice for anybody who's taller, because I know my husband has that issue a lot. How it feels in comparison to like the last shirt drop, this is definitely one of those like more dense type of pump covers. The last Alphalete t-shirt drop, I feel like, I think it was the last one or the one before last, was really stretchy, really cozy, really comfortable. It was like, oh my God, I was obsessed with that material. This is not like that. It's still stretchy to a certain extent, but it's not like stretchy. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a little bit of give, but it is still quite a bit more rigid. So for me, the medium comes to about my elbow sleep-wise, which I actually like that. And then for the length of it, here's what the back looks like. And the length does cover my butt, which I am actually very happy about. Okay, so here you can see, I guess, like the actual length of the shirt. So you can see it clearly covers my butt, which is exactly what I want. So if you are looking for a similar fit to me, I would suggest sizing up 2 sizes. Now that is it for everything that I have here to show and try on for you guys. However, Alphalete is still dropping 2 more things. They have a new hoodie called the Stencil hoodie coming out. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Stencil vintage caps that they're coming out with. These are also unisex. Now these are coming out in 3 different colors: mocha, pewter, and black. They are a one-size-fits-all. All right guys, so that is going to be everything that you need to know about this up and coming launch for the new Amplify Contour leggings. Now I hope this video wasn't too long, because I think it's probably taken me like 5 hours to record everything. It's literally nighttime right now, and I started recording this when it was like 2 p.m. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to hit that sub button to join the family. And remember, if you guys want to enter into the giveaway, to just type bunny family in the comments, and I will be choosing somebody very soon. Also, don't forget, if you guys use my code bunny, just BUNNY at checkout, you guys can get 10% off your entire order, and that includes anything on clearance as well. Any of the new stuff, you can use it on anything on the website. So if you guys use my code, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. I love your faces, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.